Broskis, super welcome to this video. Guys, I'm about to show you the best upcoming shooter games in November, the first half. If you're interested in the second half, you better hit that subscribe and like and join the Discord link down in the description because it's coming very soon. But the first half of November actually has some surprisingly good shooters coming up, and I'm about to show you them, so let's go.
On your wife and step into the void.
A new Metro game? Hell yeah. Although this one is aimed towards the VR broskis. Yep, you need a VR headset to play this one. Why they didn't make it VR optional? I don't know, but as a non-VR player, I have to live with that. Nonetheless, this looks like an absolute banger Metro game. It's a fresh, untold story that lets us play as a doctor who needs to venture into the Metro, which is the last haven for mankind since we managed to blow the outside world into a nuclear winter with nuclear bombs. Now, the reason the doctor needs to face the dark tunnels is because he needs to retrieve medicine that his wife desperately needs, and this being a Metro game, most of us know that it's not going to be an easy walk and just go and grab it. Oh no, expect some mind-bending story twists, action-packed segments mixed in with some stealth, and an atmosphere that tingles all the way down to the hairs on your toes. Now, come to think of it, this is going to be one hell of a scary game playing in VR. I mean, I found especially the first Metro game, which this seems to harken back to a lot, scary as hell. At times, not always, but at times. And putting on a VR headset and experience something similar? Oof, yeah. You better prepare those underwear changes if you're jumping into this one on November the 7th.
Burning embers fell from the sky as I brought torment and despair into this world.
Dawn of the Ashen Queen, a classic grid-based dungeon crawler that without me being able to really connect it, still makes me feel very nostalgic, giving me cozy feelings thanks to its unique dungeon-like environments, warm lighting and rather cozy monsters and spells. Now, in this game we don't play alone, or actually we do, but our game character is not alone. We play as a band of 4 people set out to reveal the legacy of a millennia-old curse. But the world of Eshavon is packed with dangerous foes set out to stop us from completing our mission. It also features a very fleshed out narrative gameplay experience, though not voice acted, but plenty of rich story to get invested in. And yes, it does offer some shooting, but not with guns, with spells. So no complaints in the comments on this not having any shooting, okay? Okay, yeah, we sorted this already. But if you were planning on dropping a comment, do let me know what you think about the game. And while you're at it, join the Discord link down in the description. I already told you in the beginning, but I'd like to tell you again. And don't forget to hit the like, okay? Now, Dawn of the Ashen Queen releases on the 7th of November. Hold on, I know this one looks very simplistic, and yeah, it is at times very simplistic, but there are some really weird and unique things hiding underneath here, like the crazy freaking monstrosities, the horror-like mazes, destructible environments, and an actual story that lets you uncover the origin of these things that are out to kill you. It even has different game modes and so on and so forth. While not the greatest game on the list, it is a fun game for the brain-dead night of gaming, where you just want to escape reality, forget about the world and jump into some absolute insanity. And you can do so on the 5th of November, or head on over and play the demo right now. Sempra Infernalis has you fighting your way out of hell against the increasingly dangerous hellspawn devoted to making you the latest addition to the unhappy infernal family. In a roguelite fashion, you get to upgrade your character to improve your chances of escape and seek out to unlock legendary weapons and abilities, just as it should be. Now, while this does look like a good time, it doesn't look perfect. The arenas, they look a bit bland. Will there be any form of exploration? Will the endorphin-filled gameplay that is so much needed in a roguelite kick in as it should with random rewards? And most of all, the weapons, they look staler than my 91-year-old grandpa. No hands and extremely stiff animations, which can be a real deal breaker when it comes to the feel of the combat. But I do love the overall orange tone of the game, and the enemies, they do look satisfying to kill. And if the price is right, I'm always down to testing out a roguelite FPS, good or bad. And on the 5th of November, we can truly find out where this one categorizes. Honestly, I don't like the name of this boomer shooter, extremely unimaginative if you ask me, but hey, the game looks like a mighty fine boom shooting time, Now, without knowing for sure, this definitely looks like it's running on the easy FPS engine, which tends to create more simplistic games. And while there is so much crap using this engine out there are a few really fun and good hidden gems out there as well. And by the looks of it, this one looks to be one of those good and hidden gems. Our end goal with this game is to take down Satan himself, but with a more simple game like this, it all boils down to the atmosphere, the level design, weapons and enemy placement. If those aspects are good, which they look to be from the footage, this blood-looking boomer shooter could earn itself a stream on the channel. And as many of you know, I just love me some real crunchy pixels, something this game definitely delivers on, and we can see it in its full glory on the 13th of November. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing so far and you want more of it, join the Discord link down in the description, and remember that like and subscribe, alright? It means the world to me. Thank you.
They locked me in the cell, and they're gonna pay for it.
Slim, what is this colorful, cel-shaded top-down looking game? I mean, you focus on the brutal indie games, how does this fit in? Well, my broskis, this is Bullet Runner, a game that looks to have smoother gameplay than my melted butter that has been standing in the sun for 8 hours straight. It combines everything that makes a movement shooter, like wall running, grappling, melee mixed with big fucking guns, and puts in a top-down perspective, with some very brutal action and gore. And the game has some form of story that goes something like this. A clone army is taking over the world, and we need to stop them to save ourselves and humanity. Yep, that's about it. But in all honesty, the gameplay looks both addicting and a crap ton of fun, and that's why this game made it into the list. But if it truly is those things, we can only know by playing the demo that is currently out, or wait until the 14th of November when it releases. Wait, another colorful shooter, Slim? What's going on with November? Well, the month of color, when the world turns grey and dark, the games turn bright and colorful. that was poetic. Yep, I did that, I nailed that. No, but seriously, this is another movement-like shooter, but instead of being a top-down, this is third person. And it also has co-op, so you don't have to experience it alone. But it is also a bullet-heavy game. And what that essentially means is Vampire Survivors-like game. The enemies, they will hone in at you and your team, while you simply blast them into smithereens, and constantly level up and get stronger. But this is where the real twist comes in. This being a co-op game, to make the strongest possible characters, you will have to communicate with your team to create synergizes with your upgrades. And honestly, I really like that twist. If you're going for a co-op game, then do it full-blown or go home. And forcing communication and teamwork is doing it full-blown in my book. But all of that said, you can play this solo as well, which is freaking great. You know, you have the options for whatever mood you're in. And the game, it releases on the 7th of November. Ah, yes! Devilated, my brutal, fast-paced, unique, weird, awesome first-person shooter. Finally, you are reaching your 1.0 form. The journey has been long, and I want to wish Trunka, the developer behind this game, the absolute best. He is currently going through some health issues and cannot be with us for this launch. Luckily, the supported publisher is finishing the game up and dropping it as intended on the October 28th. Meaning, when you're watching this video, the game is already out and should be on a 40% sale right now. The game itself, it will take you through a total of 30 different places, all with their own unique bosses, weapons to be found, and crazy upgrades and skills for you to unlock. In other words, quite the hefty experience. And while it is a lot of rinse and repeat by entering an arena, killing off everything including a boss and then moving on to the next, the game manages to feel fresh thanks to the insane differences in each of the areas. Not only including totally unique awesome environments, but also an insane roster of weapons and enemies. And it plays great. It has a rather unique, very fast feel to it that takes a bit getting used to, but once you're in, there is no going back.
In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies a unique city called Paper Town.
What the hell, is Paperhead coming out? No. Hold your horses. This isn't the full game, but it's going to be completely free, and we love free. That said though, I have no idea how long it's going to be. How much content is it going to have? I know pretty much nothing about it more than it being episode 0, which will have us waking up in a prison cell, and a strange voice calls from us from the depths of the dark corridors covered in runic symbols and blood, which only means one thing: Why would cardboard bleed? I have no idea, but if I'm getting this correct, this will act as an introduction to the real game. Like the first few levels, introducing the story to us, why are we in this cardboard world, what happened, and so on and so forth. But I have played a now gone demo of this game, and that kicked so much ass that it's absolutely unbelievable. It has great movement, punchy weapons, and some of the most satisfying kills in any game ever. So naturally, I'm very excited for this. That will drop sometime in November, and why they're not giving us an exact date, I do not know. Thank you a million times for watching all the way to the end. Broski, you're amazing, and remember, Papa Slim loves you. And part 2 is coming in a week or two, so stay tuned for that. Over and out.